happy almost New Year. I hope everybody had a really great holiday season, Hanukkah, Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Hope you had a great one. And now that the year is almost over, I want to kind of talk about my favorite things. These are things I've really used this year. I think most of the stuff I started using this year or late last year. I would love to hear what your favorite products this year were as well, so definitely let me know. Without further ado, first I'm gonna start with a few e.l.f. products, and I have two brushes from them that I've loved this year, the highlighting brush and this pointed powder brush. These two are amazing, and just the affordable price is like only part of that reason. So I think they're $3 to $6. I paid $6 for this. I believe this was $3, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh my God, the brushes are just such great quality. They feel great, they work really well. I love this one particularly because it has that teardrop shape for my T-zone. It goes right under the eye and then right here and then on the chin. It's just perfect for that. And I've told this story before, but I left it at my parents' house, and then the next time I was visiting my parents' house, my mom was using it, and I was like, I lost that, that's mine. She was like, I love it so much. So I was like, okay, you keep it, I'm gonna get another one. But that is just a testament to how awesome this brush is. $6, you need it. The highlighting brush I'm not as obsessed with. I think if I had to pick one, I'd love this the best, but it's just so fluffy, and like I'm using highlighter right now, I use this to apply it, and it just makes it so easy, and it's nice and fluffy and big. This is the real star of my e.l.f. experience this year. It's their Perfect Finish HD powder, and if you look at it, it is just a plain white looking powder. It is very much like the Makeup Forever HD pressed powder, and they also have a loose version of it, but I just wanted a pressed version to keep in my bag because it has a mirror on it, and then it has like a little sponge thing, which I rarely use now. But oh my gosh, this blurs, it controls oil, it's incredible. And I've had, like I'm almost hitting pan, I can see like the little, you know the little like round area that's kind of lifted in the pan? I can see that slightly through the powder, so I'm definitely hitting pan. Use the crap out of this, and I take it with me everywhere. I highly recommend this, and it's only $6. Next, I have two highlighters that I've been using religiously this whole entire year. The first one is Cargo Cosmetics Champagne. I think it's just their color stick. It doesn't even have a name on it, and I tried to research it, but it also looks like it is discontinued. So that's why I wanted to include another highlighter that I've also been using. But it's just a gorgeous creamy champagne highlight. Look at that, so pretty. And it's not blinding, it's very like great for every day, and I've been wearing it a lot. However, because that's discontinued, today I'm wearing the Sleek Makeup palette, and I've showed this in many a video before. I think I got this in my holiday gift guide thing last year, and I started using it this year, and I absolutely love it. It's blinding, and this was like a very light hand, but it has one cream highlight and 4 powder highlights, and they're just gorgeous. But you can tell how they're very light and very blind. It's just like nothing close to the Cargo one. This is like really in your face, but this palette is only I think $10 or so, and I've given so many of these as gifts. I absolutely love them, and this is in the color Solstice 032. Next, a favorite of mine this year has been the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. I've had these for a while. Like I've had this one for about 2 years now. I think I ordered this one last year, and then I ordered a bunch this year. I am not a shadow person. I'm not a makeup artist. That's why I don't do tutorials most of the time, but I just love like a one and done shadow thing. Like I'm wearing there's an e.l.f. No Budge shadow stick that I got, and I'm wearing that right now. This is the first time I'm using it, and it's very subtle, but I'm very much a one and done type of shadow person. I don't like to sit there and blend and layer and this and that. I'm just lazy, and I'm always like don't feel like doing too much makeup, so these are great. I have the color Game Face, which is hands down my favorite, and I'll show you what that looks like. Game Face is freaking beautiful. Look at that, it's so gorgeous. Oh my God. And then I have Bouncy, I've got Brady, I've got like a bunch of different colors at $5 a pop. They're so worth it, and they're so easy to just slap on your eye. Next is a blush. I've talked about this so much on my channel. I'm actually wearing this right now. It's Glossier's Cloud Paint in the color Dusk. And this one is one of my favorites because I ordered a ton of Glossier products and I wasn't necessarily impressed with any of them. This one, however, I think there's like a general consensus that this is one of their best products. from most people that I talk to, and it's just a gorgeous kind of peachy pink, and then it blends out beautifully and it's easy to layer, and I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now and I just think it's gorgeous and it goes really well with my skin tone. So this is definitely a love. Look how much I've used, and it'll definitely be a repurchase. Definitely worth the money and an incredible product. Next are 2 nail polishes. Now right now I'm wearing something else. I think it's called A to Zurich by OPI, but I used to only wear red nail polish, just exclusively red, and I don't know why, but I just loved it. And I've kind of gotten out of that. Like I applied this just because it's kind of holiday time and I wanted it to be slightly reddish burgundy, but these 2 colors I have been using non-stop. I am in love with these, and I just love that it's like a purpley pinky nude. This one specifically, this Essie Gel Couture nail polish in the color Gold Gilding, goes with absolutely everything. And I've gotten a lot of comments on my nail polishes in videos. People were asking, what are you wearing on your nails? And usually it's this. The next one is OPI Tickle My Francie, and it's kind of separated because I've been using this. I was using this so much that I didn't use this for a while, but like I really used the crap out of this year too. These 2 have definitely been my go-tos because they're kind of nude, but they still have some fun color. This one's metallic, and they just go with everything. They're just beautiful. Formula-wise, I don't think Essie is up to par. I've always really liked OPI, and I just think that their formula is far superior. It is very long-lasting. It doesn't chip for me the way Essie does. Like I'll put this on with a base coat and a top coat and everything, and it'll chip within a day or 2, but I don't care. I love the color so much that YOLO. But these 2 definitely faves. If you have been anywhere near my channel for any amount of time, you probably know that I love this product. Look how much I've used. I got this in a travel size last, I think like around Christmas, and I still haven't finished that because the packaging sucks. So I went and bought the full size, and I just absolutely love it. I actually put the travel size in my Project Pan because the packaging is so bad. So if you haven't seen my Project Pan video, I'll link it somewhere above here. But it's just such a natural product. It's so dewy without being oily, and that's coming from someone with very oily T-zone combination skin. It is hydrating, it has extra SPF, so it'll not do as like your only SPF. If you're only using this, it's not enough. But on top of my regular sunscreen, I feel like I'm just kind of enhancing the sunscreen's efficacy, but it's just so easy to use and so buildable and such a gorgeous natural finish. And it's actually pretty long lasting considering the fact that it's not actually a long lasting foundation. I have 2 favorites that I showed in my zero waste favorite products video, and these 2 have been life-changing this year. The first one is this tongue scraper. I know weird thing to talk about. It's a stainless steel tongue scraper, and you use it like that, and I know it's so weird, but I just can't live without it. Like day and night I use this right before I brush my teeth, and it just is something that I can't go without. Like I just feel like my mouth is so clean. The next one is a stainless steel safety razor. So this is like the old-timey razors where you take the little blade out, and I wanted to get a razor that didn't have plastic because I know the beauty just community and like life in general, there's so much waste and so much plastic being used and even recycled. You know, it can only be recycled so many times. And obviously a lot of things I just showed have a lot of packaging. So I do what I can where I can, and these 2 are part of the places where I think I can be a lot more eco-conscious. Being stainless steel, you can recycle both of these if you're ever done with them, but they should last you more than a lifetime. And then the blades are replaceable, they're super cheap, and they are also recyclable. And then I find that I get a lot better shave like on my legs and whatnot with this razor versus the razors that I was using before. Absolutely love these, and I got these from Package Free Shop. I will link their info below. The next thing I want to talk about is more of like a skincare lip balmy thing. It is HPA Lanolin by Lancino, and this is about $7 or $8. It is actually technically like nipple cream or like baby cream, like just, it's in the baby aisle. It's about $7 or $8, but it is 100% lanolin. Obviously, if you're allergic to lanolin, stay away from this. But most of these lip masks, like the Bite Beauty Agave lip mask and this and that, it's a little bit fancier, yes, it's more cosmetically elegant, but you get a tiny, tiny amount of product for like $20, whereas you get a crap load of this for like $7. and I just think it's so worth it. It's not fragranced, it's just plain 100% lanolin. And I like my skincare products to be more 100% like argan oil or squalane and lanolin. I don't like the fillers and the scents. So I love this. I use this as lip balm every single night before I go to bed. And it's just so soothing. It makes your lips so soft. And I just really, really love it. I will say this is a recommendation I got from Dominique Saxa. If you have checked out her YouTube channel, she's a news anchor here in Houston. So if you live in Houston, you probably know who she is regardless, because she's just a big name here. But if you don't, you may know her from YouTube, but her channel is awesome and I'll link it below. But she's the reason I discovered this and I love it. Next, I want to talk about a sunscreen because we all know I am psycho about my sunscreen. I've got like 10 different kinds of sunscreens, body sunscreens, face sunscreens, and Japanese sunscreens have become a staple in my skincare routine. This one is the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Gel SPF 50. Japanese sunscreens just feel like an absolute dream, and I'll show you. It pumps like that, but it really truly feels like liquid. I mean, it almost like evaporates. There's no white cast, there's nothing. And this one is fully chemical. And for my face, I prefer a chemical physical combo, but it's just incredible. Like the scent is very faint. This one doesn't have like a lemony scent or anything. And this one's actually alcohol free. And I use it on my hands and my neck every day. It's seriously incredible. These are so affordable and I get mine from Amazon. Next, this hairspray duo has really made the hair game for me. I know you can't tell right now. I just washed my hair. I didn't even dry it and it's kind of a mess. But I promise, when I do want to look decent, these are amazing. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo, which I got last year in my little gift guide, and then I repurchased this year. If you watched my Black Friday haul, I showed this in my Black Friday haul, and it is just an incredible dry shampoo. It smells really good, and it works incredibly well. There is a white cast, but once I like let it sit and then kind of fluff my hair out, it goes away, and that's coming from someone with really, really dark hair. So it's definitely manageable, and I love it, and I love the smell that it's cologne-y versus like being sweet and gross, making me eh. And then their full dry volume blast spray is seriously life-changing. If you have fine, flat hair like I do, like right now it's puffy, but it'll flatten it in a moment's notice. My hair is very fine, I have a lot of it, but it's super fine and it flattens like that. So this is really, really great, and I have a travel size that I keep in my bag when I'm on vacation or if I'm out and about for touch-ups throughout the day sometimes. Mascara favorite this year has to be Monsieur Big. I've talked about this so much. I finally went and bought a full size because I was like dying without the mascara. Once I ran out of the mini one, I've been using my other ones up and I just had to get a full size because I love it so much. Never have I ever, let's play this game, gotten so much volume and so much length and just everything that's good about mascara at the same damn time. The formula's great. It doesn't go under my eyes. Like I have oily eyelids and dry under eyes, so I always end up getting like mascara under my lower lash line. This does not budge. Absolutely fantastic. I don't even know what else to say about it. The last thing I want to talk about is tea. I've talked about this before, but I have really gotten into loose leaf tea. I've always drank tea. I've always been a green tea person. I love green teas, but I would say like midway through this year, one of my bosses at work introduced me to Tea Embassy, and she ordered me an ounce of the tea and I was hooked since. And I've talked about this in a favorites video before too, and it's a little mom and pop place, but they have tons of really great tea blends. And I just buy little strainers from Amazon, these little stainless steel ones, and reuse them, and it's great. Even better, there's a store here called Path of Tea in Houston. If you live in Houston, you can check it out. Path of Tea, it's on West Alabama. And I take my own jars in, and it's a local tea shop. And it's a great zero waste way to get my tea, because not always are these recyclable, because sometimes when they're lined with certain kind of plastics, they're not able to be recycled. I know it's weird, but I did my research. But yeah, Path of Tea in Houston is great. I took my jars in, they filled them up for me. I've used a lot of this up. This one's Jasmine Almond Orange. So delicious, and they were so helpful helping me pick out teas. This one is a great jasmine green tea with bits of citrus flavor and some almond, and it's just absolutely delicious, affordable. I will link both of these websites below. Those were the things that I used tried and true this year. Let me know what yours were because I would love to know. I hope everyone has a great, great new year, and I will see you guys in my next video.